Hello, this video is designed to show you the technical aspect of how to do the audio version of Rhetorical Analysis 1. I'm going to be following the instructions at the bottom of that assignment where it says here's how to record the audio and then here's how to embed it. I am going to go quickly, assuming that you can refer back to these written directions or pause the video whenever you want. So first, let's talk about how to actually do the recording. I gave you these three options here. I'm going to go through each of these in order. First, it says the easiest way to record it is just to go straight to SoundCloud.com and record right there. Here's what I mean. If you go to SoundCloud.com, first thing you're going to have to make an account. I'm already logged in, and I know I'm logged in because if I look up here and I hover over it, it has my username. So you're not going to see everything that I'm seeing here unless you're logged in. Assuming you've already done that, logged in, I don't care if it's the real name or a fake name, if I click this upload button, even though it says upload, it's going to give me an option to upload a file or to start a new recording. In other words, to record something right there. Let's click it and see what happens. Remember, that's my option 1 for the easiest way to do this. If I click, what did I click? If I click Start New Recording, I get this option. Again, they're going to be like, do you really want to record right here, or do you want to choose some files to upload? I'm going to say, no, I'm going to record right here on my computer. If I click it on my computer, I get this little thing where the web browser says, wait a minute, are you sure that you want this crazy website to use the microphone? I'm going to go ahead and say allow. You might have to do something like that. If you do, you might then have to click record again. But now that I clicked record, oh my goodness, here I am. I'm talking right now live, and it's recording me straight onto the website. Now, this is really beneficial if you don't want to mess with other programs, because your goal is to get a sound file into SoundCloud that you can then embed into WordPress. So, as I described back here in the assignment, the benefit here is you don't have to worry about recording anywhere else. The downside, though, is you see how when I hit record, there it is, there's my file. I don't get a second chance to record it. I can't go back, well, let me rephrase that. You do get a second chance. I can start over, but I don't get a chance to edit anything. If I cough, if someone calls me, if there's some awkward thing that happens in the middle and it messes everything up, I'm just going to have to start over from scratch. But maybe that's worth it. Maybe giving it a few shots will help you get to the very, very best one you want. That's really all there is to it, to option 1, the easy one. I'm using a headset that looks something like this. It's a USB, it's $10, super easy. We don't quite have these in the library yet, but we have ordered 5 of them. I'm hoping, I'm recording on Friday, September 6th. I'm hoping even by early next week we'll have some of those. Go to the library and ask. Otherwise, you could also do this if your computer has a built-in microphone. Many of them do these days, you know? Okay. Back to this. The second easiest way is to use a phone or to use a simple audio recording program to record a file and then upload it to SoundCloud. Remember how there was that choose files to upload button? That's essentially option 2. So I'm on a Windows computer here. If I just start typing sound recorder, oh my goodness, look at that, it pops up. If I click it, I get this very simple little program that will let me click start recording. Blah, 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 here's my recording, it's my audio version of Rhetorical Analysis 1, yeah. When I click stop, watch what happens. It automatically says, okay, we're going to save a file, a Windows Media Audio file, wherever you want. Well, let's just save it on the desktop and call it test4 video right now. I hit save. So then, when I go to SoundCloud, in this case, if I'm doing number 2, second easiest way to record audio, instead of clicking Start New Recording, I'll click Choose Files to Upload. Let's try it. I'll click it, I'll go to wherever I saved that file. In this case, we called it Test for Video, right? It's a Windows Media Audio file. Let's click Open, and it's going to give me a couple options here. It's clearly uploading it right now in live time. Let's just call it Test for Video, leave that. Let's make it public. Blah, blah, blah. If you don't want, you don't have to mess with any of those. I'll click save. Oh, never mind. I do have to choose at least one tag. I can call it test, whatever you want. Click save. And I'm going to hope maybe that it'll work. Oh, see, it wanted me to click up there. Okay. Click save. Excellent. Upload complete. Go to your sound. Okay, I have now uploaded that. We'll go back in a second and we'll look at both this version we recorded here and we'll look at this version that we just uploaded. The other thing I mentioned under the second easiest way is that most phones have audio recorders on them these days. If it's a smartphone, I know when I go to mine it looks something like this or something like this. poke around on your phone and see if you have something. You might, in other words, be able to just hit record, talk straight into your phone, and then use that file to upload. Now, the downside, of course, is that if you don't know how to get to that file after you record it, you might be in trouble. So make sure you know your phone well enough to be able to find where it saved your audio file and how to get it, perhaps from your phone onto your computer onto SoundCloud. But they actually also have an app. Now, I've never used this, but look at this picture. It looks like it would be really easy to download the app and essentially hit record, and again, record straight from your phone into SoundCloud. That's fine too. You could just read off your new audio version of Rhetorical Analysis 1. So that's option 1 and option 2. I see how they kind of merge together, but it's essentially, the question is, how are you going to get your sound there? The downside to both of those is the same. Once you do your recording once, if you mess up, if you get a phone call, if you cough, if you sneeze, and you don't like it, you got to start all over again. So if you say, you know what, I want a little bit more power. I want to be able to edit my audio a little bit more than with these options we've been seeing. I give you 2 more ideas here, an advanced way to record audio. You could use a free audio editing program to record and then edit down your stuff to make it work exactly the way you want it to. Now, I know not everyone will do this. Let me show you just 2 really quick examples. There's a site called Soundation.com. You can make a login, but I don't think you have to. I'm going to click Launch the Studio and show you what happens here. It essentially brings up this fancy looking kind of screen where I have the option to just click record. Again, it wants me to say, okay, are you sure you're going to let it? I'm going to say allow. Yes, you can use my microphone. And now as I start talking, I can see that it's actually recording what I'm talking here on this first audio channel. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Don't choose this option. It's going to keep on recording until I click the record button again down here. When I hit it, oh my goodness, there it is. Now I have this audio file. I can do all sorts of things like move it around, like trim it, like cut it, do all sorts of great things like that. That's all through the web. I don't use this program very much, so I don't know it really well. A program I know a lot better, I also mentioned here, called Audacity, a program that you have to install on your computer. It's also installed in all of the computer labs in the Star Science building. So if you go in there and search the computer, like down here, for Audacity, it should show up. There it is. Oh my goodness, I'm on my own computer. Once you open it, it looks something like this, and it's the exact same process. I hit record, and as I record, everything I say, including what I'm saying right now, gets recorded. And what I like about this is if I'm like, cough, 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 I can go back and say, oh wait, I don't want that cough, cough, cough part. I can just cut that right out. I can say, oh wait, I don't want that. You can also do all sorts of effects. I could say, hey, I want this first part at the beginning to be amplified a lot louder. You could say, I want this part here to sound like a phaser. That's really cool, etc. You can do whatever you want to it. So it gives you a lot more power. After I do all this, I still have to export my file by clicking File, Export. When I do, I can save it whatever format I want, export it like this test file here, and then I still have to upload it to SoundCloud. If that all looks like too much trouble, fine, that's awesome. Too much trouble, don't do it. No worries about it. Okay, so let us assume now you've done one of these 3 things. You've recorded your file and you've got it in SoundCloud. Remember back when we uploaded one, when we were doing number 2, there's this Go to Your Sound option. Let's click that and see what happens. If I click Go to Your Sound, I get to a screen that just shows me the waveform, a visualization of what my sound looks like. I can do the same thing with this file that we recorded here earlier. I never clicked upload. Sorry, I never clicked a tag. Let's click this one, test as well, public, blah, 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 save. Essentially, again, it's going to bring me to a visual version of my sound. You see how it looks a little bit different because it's a different length, but I have these 2 samples here. So the question is, how in the world do I get this into WordPress? How do I make this not just something that people can link to, but something that's actually embedded? People can play it when they visit my blog. Well, that, my friends, is down here, embedding audio from SoundCloud into WordPress. It's a lot easier than you might think. The key is you're looking for 2 things. First, the share button, which will be underneath your audio file. And the second thing is you're looking for the WordPress code. Don't worry about this link code or this widget code. You want the WordPress code specifically. Let me do that again in my other one. Share WordPress code. Once I get that, I want to copy that WordPress code so I can paste it into a new post on WordPress. So you can do that however you want. You can use Control-C, you can right-click it and click Copy. Then you go to your new post in WordPress. I already started one over here just to save a little time. And you simply paste it in, Control-V or Paste, and it's going to look like a mess. You're going to say, crap, did that work the way I wanted it to? That looks nothing like a playable sound file. But try previewing it with this preview button over here and watch what happens. Now I'm going to cross my fingers, hope it works. That code that was back here, even though it looks so messy, it actually, WordPress is smart enough to make this a playable thing. So when anyone visits this post now, they can click play, and there it is. They can hear what I'm saying. That is great. That's your whole point. That's what you're trying to do. Now, I know all of this technology stuff can be complicated and annoying. My hope is that most of your effort, what you worry the most about, is the question of what are you going to say. So spend most of your time on that. I want to know the rhetorical choice of how you decided to boil down your entire essay into a 2-minute audio file. And yet, then you have to get it to me. So even if it's a little scratchy, even if it's just recorded on your phone, even if it's not perfect, that's all fine as long as what you say is awesome and interesting and rhetorically situated for that situation. Okay? Okay, see you later.